Hello friends, welcome to our channel Innovative Techs. Now today we are having with us Mr. Ajay Agarwal, who has cracked the interview in Sodexo for the profile of HR business partner. Welcome Ajay over here and thank you very much for accepting our invitation.
Thank you, Costa, for inviting.
As he is from the HR profile, so I think he'll be sharing much more insight for building a CV, for building a strategy, how a HR people, how a recruiter is getting selecting a candidate after his presentation. So please watch the full video for getting insight from him. Okay, so let's come to the main part of this video. So my first question to you, that how many rounds were there in the interview process?
So we had two rounds. First was the group discussion and second was the personal interview.
Oh, great. So my next question to you, how did you prepare yourself?
So as we came to know that Sodexo is approaching our college for the campus recruitment, I was very excited about the company because this company is only known by the people for their coupon meal passes and all. But I was very inquisitive about the company, so I went into depth about the company, what's the actual business of the company. So after my research and all, I came to know that doing the coupon business was only 3% of the business of the Sodexo. In depth, when I went so I came to know that Sodexo is actually into facility management services. So that gave me like motivation and to work for it. So for that, how did I start? Coming to your question, how did I prepare for it? So my first thing was to understand the business of a company. Whenever you plan to join a company, whether it is your being a fresher or a second job or anyone else, you need to understand the business of a company. Though whatever you're from the marketing team, you're from the finance team, you're from the HR operations, whatsoever. So I first learned about the business. What is the business of the company? Second, what as being a fresher, so I again went to the revision of my all the courses which I've done in my college, and also I also did lots of internet research about the what can be the questions and all. So being very honest, the questions which I found on the Google was more or less similar, which I used to come across my classes. That
Okay.
that was how I prepared for myself. Apart from that, very different thing which I took approach for this company was I prepared on a person who was coming. For example, I did a research on a person who was supposed to come to take our interview. This gives you an idea about the temperature and the environment we are going to be when you are for PI, like what kind of person is coming and like whatever job he has done in the market. That helps us to understand what type of questions can be approached to us. So in this
Okay.
way, prepared myself.
I think his or the interviewer LinkedIn profile have helped you a lot for getting to know that
Yes,
the background of that person.
yes.
Okay. So my next question to you, that how did you prepare your resume? Because as I know that you are from the HR background, so I think you know very well that what is the HR person want to get from a resume, because you know the resume is the main key points at the interview point, whether it will be for CV selection or at the interview table.
See, resume is it's just like the key to enter a room. So you need to prepare well that key resume, how it works. So as I used to prepare 3 to 4 resumes all at a time. For example, for different profiles, I used to prepare 3 to 4 resumes. But on the other hand, you also need to keep in mind that you cannot make your resume very long because the recruiters have no much time to go into that and read the entire resume of 2 page, 3 page. Always try to prepare your resume one pager if you are a fresher. Don't add unnecessary activities which you have done in your schooling, like if you have been like you have won a dance competition, chess competition, any kind of activity. Try to consolidate in a few points because there might be ample number of things which you have done for your school life, like for 12 or 13 years. In your graduation, it's a summary of 15 years, which you cannot we cannot highlight point by point, like in class one I have won this thing, class two I have won this thing. these are not expected too much. Second thing, what I have done, I used one website which I can mention over there. It's a Novo Resume. I'm not promoting this thing, but that helps me a lot because it has a standardized format to prepare your resume and to give a better look. There are many other websites which you go through online, you can find it out that you can prepare different color, you can use different colors for your resume, which makes it attractive. And always have a photo on your resume with a smiling face. Never put a photo which you are sitting in just like a passport size photo, which makes recruiter feel boring. Like,
Okay, great. So my next question to you from the GD round. But what was the topic?
topic was something related about reskilling and redevelopment with the new
Okay.
agenda of an organization. Because as we can see, like there are many changes in an organization related to technology and the skills. So this is the topic, I guess, which is right now the burning issue in our economy.
Okay. So what is the strategy at that room in the GD room?
See, the only strategy which I followed from getting short selected for my college till my company for the entire process, entire journey of my MBA, it was never speak too much in GD. Like you must be having the entire knowledge of the topic, but you must remember that it is not a debate; it's a GD. That is group discussion. You need to also listen to the person who is speaking because you must be also having few ideas at par or at more also. So you must listen to him and then speak on it.
Okay.
What I used to follow simple calculation. GD used to happen roughly about 10 to 12 minutes. Okay, or sometimes 20 minutes. It depends upon the size of a group. So for college, we used to have for this company we had 20 minutes GD, in which we were sitting about 8 people. So if you calculate, you get near about 2 to 3 minutes. So use that amount of time only for yourself and use rest of the time to allow other people to speak. That shows that you are a team player, not an individual player. Second thing, it helps an evaluator to understand that you are not I who do. It's like we do. It shows the unity how you work with a team. That is the reason it is known as group discussion. Group, the unity which needs to be showed towards the discussion.
Okay. So as you got the message from our expert that yes, from the total time spent, you have to build your own strategy, and on behalf of this, you have to put yourself as like a team player over there. So my next question to you that what is the selection ratio at the GD?
See, actually, we are about 40 to 50 people in our HR batch of our college, and we were 16 people who shortlisted for this company based on our resumes
Okay.
and work. Out of 16 people were divided into two groups of 8 each. And out of that, two people were shortlisted for the next round, one from each group.
Okay, from 16 to 2. This is selection
Yes,
ratio 1:8. Oh,
yes.
too much tough. So let's come to the PI part. So what was the first question in PI? It was such a tricky question or just a normal means.
So, speaking very frankly, the person who was taking my interview, he was the director of the company and a person who is
Okay.
very frank and very friendly in nature. So I never felt for a single minute in the room that I was in a tension or in a pressure because he was talking very in a friendly manner. So my first question which came to me was, why do you want to join Sodexo company? And I answered it very well, I think, because I was keen to join this company because of the business, what they are doing, and what the job, and how they are helping the society, first of all. That
Okay.
was the question.
Then what was the next question in PI?
The next question, of course, the basic question which is asked in every PI, tell me something about yourself, because all the time the evaluator wants to understand who are you.
Okay. So actually, just want to know that at that time, what you build your strategy? How do you build your strategy at that time? So if you can
See,
share
I
us
won't say
that
he was
just
too
two
much.
strategy.
See, there's no such strategy. It's just like you need to speak the truth. You need to speak your heart. You cannot lie over there because first of all, you need to understand the person who is taking interview. He's having a decades of experience of his life, his career, and he has also passed all that path across his life. So you cannot fool him.
Okay.
So I was very true. Whatever Arma asked me about my who am I, what I did in my life. For example, like during my schooling for 1 year, I took a exposure of the hostel life. Went to the hostel to understand how people live over there. So that was the part which I included. You don't
Great,
need to
great,
read your resume or you don't need to discuss too much about your family. Just tell who are you to understand yourself.
great. So we have come to the last part of our webinar. That please mention three key advices for aspirants.
See, giving advice, first of all, it would be never lie in your PI or GD also. If you don't know, then try to listen other people and understand the thing and then speak it out. But never lie or make anything which you just to speak it out, first of all. Second advice would be don't think the other person sitting in front of you is fool. So never use too much of jargons of which you don't know about, you don't know the meaning of it also. For example, nowadays people in the interviews abruptly uses the artificial intelligence, Power BI, no, you know the robots, chatbots, of which in case if you asked about it to the candidate, he's not able to answer. So don't use a jargon or things you don't know. Third thing, read thoroughly what you are reading in your college because sometimes you feel like, for example, right now I'm doing my job. So there are 10 subjects in your college, and out of that one you are thinking, I don't want to read, I will manage it in my career. That won't work out. You need all the 10s to read at your life, like in your job.
Okay, okay, okay. Great, great. Thank you very much, Mr. Ajay Agarwal. Thank you for sharing your views to our aspirants. The total process for Sodexo. Yes, aspirants. So as Ajay Agarwal mentioned that how to build your CV and how to build your strategy at that room, at the GD room, and as well as how to act as a team player in the GD room. And the last thing, not by the least, but how to act at the time of the interview. So yes, we'll be sharing much more which content we share over here. For this, you have to go for the description box where I'll be mentioning his contact details, means LinkedIn ID and email ID. Please go through that for the one stone consultation. Yes, I think Mr. Ajay Agarwal is here to share you.
Well, definitely, Costa, I would love to help the aspiring MBA students who are willing to join Sodexo, not only Sodexo, any company, and to help them how to build up the strategies for PIs and group discussions. And people can contact me any point of time. But definitely, being a bachelor, I know how MBA students live, not at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the night. That's
Right,
specific
right.
time.
As aspirant, he's from the HR profile. So for building out your CV, I think he's the right person to how to build your CV and yes, build your strategy also. Thank you, Ajay, for joining over here.
Thank you.